Canada continues to be one of the top destinations for people looking for better career opportunities, a higher quality of life, and a stable future for their families. With the Canadian government planning to welcome hundreds of thousands of new permanent residents over the coming years, many people around the world are asking the same question. What is the easiest way to immigrate to Canada? The truth is, Canada offers multiple immigration pathways, and choosing the right one depends entirely on your background, work experience, education, financial situation, and family connections. For many people, the hardest part is not deciding to move to Canada. The hardest part is figuring out where to begin. In this video, we are going to break down 4 of the most popular and accessible pathways to Canadian permanent residency so you can better understand which option may fit your situation best. Let's start with one of the most well-known immigration systems in the country, Express Entry. Express Entry is considered by many to be one of the fastest ways to become a permanent resident of Canada. It is an online immigration system used by the Canadian government to manage applications from skilled workers. The system works on a points-based structure. Your profile is evaluated based on several important factors including your age, education, language ability, work experience, and other qualifications. All of these factors combine to create what is known as a CRS score, which stands for Comprehensive Ranking System Score. The higher your score, the stronger your chances of receiving an invitation to apply for permanent residency. Once you create and submit your Express Entry profile, you enter a pool of candidates. From that pool, the Canadian government regularly selects applicants with competitive scores and sends them an ITA, also known as an invitation to apply. Receiving an ITA is a major step because it means you are officially invited to apply for Canadian permanent residency. In many cases, successful applicants can complete the process in as little as 6 months, which is why Express Entry is often seen as the quickest immigration route available. This option is especially attractive for skilled workers, professionals, and individuals who already have Canadian work experience or strong English or French language skills. But there is another major advantage to being in the Express Entry pool. Your profile can also be noticed by Canadian provinces through something called the Provincial Nominee Program, often referred to as the PNP. The Provincial Nominee Program is another extremely popular pathway to permanent residency. Through this system, Canadian provinces and territories are allowed to select immigrants based on their own local labor shortages and economic needs. Each province is looking for different types of workers depending on what industries are growing in that region. For example, one province may urgently need nurses, while another may be searching for software engineers, truck drivers, electricians, or construction workers. If your skills match the needs of a specific province, that province may nominate you for permanent residency. And here's why that nomination matters so much. A provincial nomination can significantly increase your CRS score inside the Express Entry system, making your chances of receiving an invitation much stronger. That is why many applicants see the PNP as a great opportunity because it creates another pathway toward permanent residency. In addition to Express Entry itself, Canada has multiple provincial nominee streams across its provinces and territories, and every region has its own eligibility requirements, target occupations, and application process. So if you have experience in a field that is currently in demand, the Provincial Nominee Program may be one of the best options available to you. Now let's move on to another pathway that attracts ambitious individuals from around the world: business immigration. Canada actively encourages entrepreneurs and investors to contribute to the country's economy. If you own a business, have management experience, or plan to launch a new business venture in Canada, there are immigration programs designed specifically for people like you. Business immigration streams exist at both the federal and provincial levels, and they are aimed at individuals who can help stimulate economic growth and create jobs. This pathway often requires a financial investment, business planning, and proof of management or entrepreneurial experience. However, for those who qualify, it can be an excellent route toward permanent residency while also allowing them to build or expand a business in Canada. Entrepreneurs who are interested in opening companies in smaller communities or supporting regional economic development may also find unique opportunities through certain provincial programs and pilot initiatives. And finally, we come to one of the most meaningful immigration pathways of all: family sponsorship. Canada places a strong emphasis on keeping families together, which is why family sponsorship remains one of the most important parts of the immigration system. If you are a Canadian citizen or permanent resident, You may be able to sponsor certain family members to come live in Canada permanently. Eligible relatives can include spouses, children, parents, and grandparents, depending on the program requirements. Likewise, if you have close family members who are already Canadian citizens or permanent residents, they may be able to sponsor you through this process. Family sponsorship can be an excellent option because it allows loved ones to reunite and build their future together in Canada. Aside from these four major pathways, Canada also offers many other immigration programs and pilot initiatives designed for specific groups of applicants. These can include caregiver pathways, regional immigration programs, Atlantic immigration streams, rural community pilots, and several others created to address labor shortages and population growth in different areas of the country. Because there are so many immigration options available, many people are surprised to discover they may qualify for a program they had never even heard about before. That is why understanding your profile and speaking with qualified professionals can make a huge difference. When planning your immigration journey, the Canadian immigration system can feel confusing at first, especially with different rules, point systems, application requirements, and program categories. But once you understand the basics, it becomes much easier to identify the pathway that best fits your goals. Some people may have strong language scores and qualify quickly through express entry. Others may benefit from a provincial nomination because of their occupation. Business owners may find opportunities through entrepreneur streams, while families may reunite through sponsorship programs. Every applicant's situation is different. The most important thing is taking the first step and understanding which options are realistically available for you. If you are serious about immigrating to Canada, researching your eligibility and learning about the available pathways is the best place to begin. And remember, immigration is not always a one-size-fits-all process. What works perfectly for one person may not be the ideal route for someone else. That is why planning carefully, staying informed, and understanding the requirements of each program is so important. Canada continues to attract immigrants from all over the world because of its strong economy, healthcare system, education opportunities, safety, and quality of life. For many families, moving to Canada represents the chance to build a more secure and stable future. Whether your goal is to advance your career, start a business, reunite with loved ones, or simply begin a new chapter in life, there may be an immigration pathway that matches your situation. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more Canadian immigration updates, visa information, and step-by-step guidance on different immigration programs. Also feel free to share this video with anyone who may be interested in moving to Canada but does not know where to start. And if you have questions about Canadian immigration pathways or topics you would like covered in future videos, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.